Want to know something crazy? Alcohol makes you weak, and it's making you look weak. I know not a lot of people want to admit this, but the truth is, alcohol made me soft. It made me soft like velvet, soft like toddler food, soft like a baby's pamper. It kept me soft. When I was thinking I was David Goggins staying hard, it really did the opposite. And that's because alcohol made me reactive. It made me lazy. It made me emotional. I couldn't control my emotions. And you want to know the truth? Drinking alcohol was killing my edge as a man. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Jamie Garza, and it's time to ignite your sobriety. I'm here in my office, and this thought popped in mind, and I wanted to share it. Quitting alcohol made me a stronger man. I know it's about to be Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers out there. Shout out to the fathers stepping in, doing their thing, and leading. This crossed my mind that alcohol was really keeping me weak. And I didn't see it at the time because why would I perceive alcohol as being weak? I mean, for Pete's sake, look right here. Stone Cold Steve Austin was my favorite wrestler growing up, and he was a beer guzzling, tough SOB in the WWE. And that's who I looked up to every single week. He made it cool. Movies like Boys in the Hood, Doughboy was always sipping a 40, right? Or even movies like La Bamba. Bob was a creative visual artist. Shout out to my son. He was drawing those pictures for me. But I used to like to draw. You know, I saw him drink. He was an alcoholic. He was un borracho, as my grandma would say. It's not my first or my last. Shout out to La Bamba. But the reason I'm saying that is because for the longest, and it might still be, that social drinking is glorified. It's glorified in our country. It's glorified amongst our peers, in the corporate world, networking world, every world. Celebrations, barbecues, weddings, going out to the football game, baseball game, getting a cold one is glorified, okay? And it was a hidden, all this weakness is hidden within it. And I too thought, drinking alcohol made me bold. It made me more confident, that it gave me that liquid courage, or that extra push, that extra confidence boost, when really it was careless. I remember a time I can reflect. I was out with some coworkers and we were enjoying ourselves at an event, and I had a little bit too much to drink, and here I am thinking I'm on point, that my words ain't slurring and this and that, when really I was making a fool of myself, and it was embarrassing. I ended up going on stage dancing, and it was obvious that I had too much in my tank, and I was sharing of how so grateful I was, and I was getting emotional. That's what it was coming down to. It's one thing to have empathy, but there's a time and place. I was overdoing it, and I look back now, it's very cringy, but it's just not a good look, especially from the outside looking in, especially when you're around top CEOs and owners of a company. Is not, it's cringy. And I see it all the time sometimes now in my world. I'm grateful to be sober, but I can come from a lens and I see it and I just want to stop somebody. Ooh, just stop there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah, they did it. Ugh, I just want to look the other way. And that's just being careless, all in all. Another reason that alcohol kept me weak was because, think about it, I was giving away my time, my money, my focus, my health. If you look around, millionaires, successful people, any genre, of any walk of life, they're trying to preserve their health so they can enjoy their wealth, right? And wealth is not only money, it could be their kids, their family. They want to live as long as they can. You drinking alcohol is just killing your liver, homie, and probably some other bodily functions that might catch up with you, right? You're giving away your money. You're investing in this thing that's going to give nothing back to you, right? So it's a poor investment, poor ROI. Time. Think about how much time we spend just mindlessly drinking, and then we want to complain that, oh, we don't have enough time to do this, or, oh, I hate my job. If only I could do better. We want to drown in that pity, have a pity party, right? Most importantly, focus. I lost so much focus on building the empire I envisioned earlier in my life because of drinking. It made me procrastinate a lot more. It made me just think it was a dopamine hit. That's what it was. And it just kept me weak, and until I had kids, then That's when I realized, oh shoot, I gotta lead. I gotta do something different because this ain't gonna work for me. It might have worked for generations before me, what I saw, but it ain't gonna work this time around. I was you. I believed that alcohol was the best thing under the sun. I would rather prefer drinking alcohol over water, and that was my beverage of choice. I was drinking all throughout the week, not just a weekend. So I was there. I mean, we're talking almost 14 years of drinking, and I'm now 3 years sober since 2022. So I too was in your shoes, all right? Don't get it twisted. I'm not preaching like, oh, what you should do. I'm reflecting because I too was there. But it wasn't until, I had kids and the family life and I saw little ones looking to me and I realized I was keeping a lot of my emotions inside from past childhood trauma that I was too weak to face full on. So when I went sober, it really shifted everything. It gave me confidence that all this stuff that I thought alcohol had to be in me to be confident, it's been inside me the whole time. The power is always within. The power is in you. That confidence is in you right now. You don't need a drink to socialize. You don't need a drink to let the edge down. You don't need a drink to keep you focused. If anything, it's going to derail you. Like being sober and quitting alcohol is discipline. Discipline. You have the discipline to do this. You can instill this in any part of your life. And that's what I also instill into my family and my kids. Like when they see this version of me, because this is the version I ultimately wanted to see when I was a kid. So just the fact that I was able to own my truth, right? And I was able to reclaim control of my life. No longer was I reliant upon a liquid, a drink, any day, every week, every month, every weekend for a celebration. Like I wasn't reliant on this. And I could still be at peace and I could still be bold. The same boldness that I used to have going in front of the whole people at the club, dancing on stage or talking to that girl, getting that liquid courage or whatever I want to frame it as. That's been in me the whole time. It's been in you the whole time. You know, I heard over the weekend at the BET Awards, T-Pain, blame it on I love that song, Alcohol. But at the end of the day, that's also what it is, just being careless. I wanted to be careless back in the day. That's why I drank alcohol. I want to have something to blame it on just in case it didn't go right. That accountability. And that's what being sober does. It's going to give you a lot of accountability. For my men out there who are struggling with this, because I too was in your shoes. And I didn't even realize it at the time. Now I realize it creating content like this, but I didn't even realize it when I was really in your shoes. But the fact of the matter is, you're a man. You're meant to lead, you're meant to build, and you're meant to protect. And alcohol, especially if you're reliant on it all the time, that's keeping you out those factors. You can't be sharp. You can't be on point. We work as men to build the best future for our kids, for our family, for ourselves. And it's amazing that sometimes even just having too many drinks, you can lose it all in one night. And I'm just here to tell you that you can control this because the same power is in you. I got through it. I'm just a testament. I just want to share this story because you too can finally give that up. Because alcohol ain't making you strong. It's not making you look cool. It's not making you look bold. It's keeping you weak, homie. Sobriety isn't a weakness. It's not you being, oh, you a chicken, you don't want to drink with me. That's old. That's old news. That's boomer talk, right? We're talking right now. Sobriety is the real flex, especially for longevity, especially for these times we're in, especially when we're leading our kids, we're leading our families. Now's the time to get sober. So I'm just a messenger right now. I hope you guys resonated with this message. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Hit that like button. Tell YouTube you like this too. Let's boost the algorithm. And drop in a comment below where you're at on your sobriety. What's the biggest takeaway you like since getting sober? There's so many, I know. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. That's it. That's all. That's enough. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.